Good morning, students. There is some difficulty yesterday, especially in this live class. So, again, we have to explain the same topic, human capital formation in India. So, one factor that has made a great difference in the evolution of mankind is man's capacity to store and transmit the knowledge. So, education is one of the important tool to enhance the efficiency of the person. If a knowledgeable person is there, they can better utilize the country's resources in compared with illiterate or illiterate person. So human resource can be turned into human capital like doctors, engineers, lawyers, teachers by investing in their education and health. This investment bring higher returns in the form of economic growth. We need good human capital to produce other human capital. This means that we need investment in human capital to produce more human capital out of human resources. So this is what we have to explain, just introduction of this chapter. Then the next one is your introduction. The difference, third topic is your difference between physical capital and human capital. It is used to produce goods and services. Physical capital is sold in the market, bought and sold in a market. It can depreciate the value over a period of time. हम जितना उसको यूज़ करेंगे उसकी वैल्यू डिप्रिशिएट होती जाएगी, वेयर एंड टेयर आएगा मशीनरी टूल्स इन सब में, जिसको हम टेंजिबल गुड्स हैं उनको हम देख छू महसूस कर सकते हैं, फील कर सकते हैं. फिजिकल कैपिटल इज सेपरेबल फ्रॉम इट्स प्रिंसिपल एंड फॉर्मेशन ऑफ फिजिकल कैपिटल इज एन इकोनॉमिक एंड टेक्निकल प्रोसेस. ये आपका इकोनॉमिक और टेक्निकल प्रोसेस. नाउ द ह्यूमन कैपिटल. It is increase the efficiency to produce goods and services. Human capital means human skills and knowledge that is there. They can increase the productivity. Second point, only the services of human capital are sold. Only services like doctors, lawyers, teachers and engineers, they are serving their country. Third, there is no depreciation of human capital, but it required to maintain its efficiency by maintaining their good health. Human capital cannot be separated from the principle. The same is there. And the last, formation of human capital is partly a social process. So formation of physical capital is an economic and technical process, whereas formation of human capital is a social process and partly a conscious efforts of the possessor of the human capital. So this is the way we have to differentiate between human capital and physical capital. So physical capital again include all those resources which are required to further production like plant, machinery, tools, buildings, equipments, whereas human capital refers to the stock of skills, ability, experience, education and knowledge in a nation a given point of time. This is the basic difference between the two. Then we have human capital formation. Meaning of human capital formation. Human capital formation is the process of acquiring and increasing the number of persons who have the skills and experience which are important for the economic, social and political development of the country. So this is the definition of Professor G.M. Mayer. उन्होंने क्या कहा है कि ह्यूमन कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ एक्वायरिंग एंड इंक्रीजिंग द नंबर ऑफ पर्सन हु हैव स्किल्स, जिनके पास स्किल्स हैं, एजुकेशन है, एक्सपीरियंस है, विच आर क्रिटिकल फॉर इकोनॉमिक एंड पॉलिटिकल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ अ कंट्री. किसी भी कंट्री के इकोनॉमिक और पॉलिटिकल डेवलपमेंट के लिए इन क्रिटिकल थिंकर्स की रिक्वायरमेंट है. Then we have the sources of human capital formation. We have already explained. Again, we are repeated this point, which is very important. The first is expenditure on education. Investment in education is considered as one of the main source of human capital. So expenditure on education is very important source of human capital formation because it increase the efficiency and skill of human capital. एजुकेशन से हमारी इफ़िशेंसी भी इंक्रीज़ होगी, हमारा स्किल भी बढ़ेगा, जिससे हमारे में पोटेंशियल डेवलप होगी और हमारे पास अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ होगी कि हम हायर इनकम ग्रुप में या हायर सर्विसेज में जा सकते हैं, ऑप्शंस बढ़ जाएंगे. सेकेंड इसमें पॉइंट आप लिख सकते हैं, स्पेंडिंग ऑन एजुकेशन बाय इंडिविजुअल इज सिमिलर टू स्पेंडिंग ऑन कैपिटल. जैसे कि आपके पेरेंट्स आप में इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं, उसी तरह आपकी स्टडीज़ में, आपके एजुकेशन में, उसी तरह से जिस तरह से एंटरप्रेन्योर इन्वेस्टमेंट करता है कैपिटल गुड्स में, है ना. सो वी हैव टू कंपेयर विद देम. सो कंपेयर विद द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग ऑफ फ्यूचर प्रॉफिट ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. और क्यों इन्वेस्टमेंट करता है एंटरप्रेन्योर? कि उसको नियर फ्यूचर में प्रॉफिट मिले. द सेम वे एजुकेशन इन्हेंस द मेंटल होरिजन ऑफ ह्यूमन रिसोर्स. इसी तरह ह्यूमन रिसोर्स भी बढ़ेगा अगर हम उसकी एजुकेशन में इन्वेस्टमेंट करेंगे, उसका मेंटल होरिजन बढ़ेगा. upbringing positive attitude. Likewise, individual invest in education to increase their skills and efficiency, resulting in a high earning capacity. So this is the first point. Second, expenditure on health. Health is an important issue. So health is considered to be a very important input for development of a nation, as much as it is important for the development of an individual itself. So expenditure on health is important, and in these 5 points means preventive medicine, vaccination आ जाएगा इसमें आपका. सेकेंड, क्यूरेटिव मेडिसिन, मेडिकल इन्वेस्टमेंट ड्यूरिंग इलनेस. देन वी हैव सोशल मेडिसिन, स्प्रेड ऑफ हेल्थ लिटरेसी आ जाएगा. और फोर्थ है आपका प्रोविजन ऑफ क्लीन ड्रिंकिंग वाटर. एंड फिफ्थ, गुड सैनिटेशन फैसिलिटीज, क्लीनलीनेस, clean environment. Then we have the third point, on the job training. On the job training is required to enhance the skill and expertise knowledge of human capital in order to increase the productivity of the worker. वर्कर की प्रोडक्टिविटी को इंक्रीज करने के लिए आपका क्या किया जाता है, ऑन जॉब ट्रेनिंग प्रोवाइड की जाती है, एम्प्लॉयर के थ्रू एम्प्लॉयज़ को दी जाती है. So many firms spend on giving the job training, on the job training to their workers, and they may take different forms. अलग अलग तरह से, जैसे कि workers may be trained in the firm itself by a skilled worker, या तो जो उसी firm में skilled workers है उनके थ्रू trained हो, और worker may be sent to outside campus for training. उनको बाहर भेजा जाए किसी और कैंपस में ट्रेनिंग के लिए. सो इन बोथ द केसेस द फर्म इनकर सम एक्सपेंसेस. इसमें जो भी एक्सपेंसेस लगते हैं, इसके जो भी कॉस्ट या फी जो भी आता है एक्सपेंडिचर, वो फर्म बियर करती है. एंड द फर्म विल इंसिस्ट दैट द वर्कर शुड वर्क फॉर अ स्पेसिफिक पीरियड ऑफ टाइम आफ्टर देयर ऑन द जॉब ट्रेनिंग. सो दिस इज व्हाट on the job training. So expenditure regarding on the job training is a source of human capital formation, as the return of such expenditure in the form of enhance the labor productivity, and this may profit the overall profit of the firm itself. Now we have the fourth point, expenditure on migration. Migration, we all know, means movement from internal movement and external movement. So migration from rural to urban area in search of better job, or they have to migrate outside the country for better wages, better salary, and high living standard. So people migrate in search of job that fetch from higher salary than what they may get in the नेटिव प्लेस. जो आसपास के प्लेसेस में जो उसको जो सैलरी मिल रही है उससे हायर मिलेगी, इसलिए वो अपने नेटिव प्लेसेस को छोड़ के सिटीज़ में माइग्रेट करते हैं. बेसिकली अनएम्प्लॉयड पीपल migrate from rural areas to urban areas in search of good job. So technical qualified person like doctor, engineers, they can also migrate to other countries because of higher salaries and they may get in those countries. That is not there in any same country. That's why they have to move from other countries. So migration of people involve cost of transportation and higher cost of living in the migrated places. So expenditure on migration is also considered as a source of human capital formation. Now we have the fifth point, expenditure on information. So information means people spend to acquire information regarding the labor market and other market like education and health. So people want to know the level of salary and the other type of jobs, whether the educational institute, they provide the right type of employable skill at a what cost. That's why the information is necessary to make decision regarding investment in human capital. So they are investing in human capital. They are getting sources from internet on other magazine or other sources. They get all types of information, so they are investing in that. So expenditure incurred or acquiring information is also a part of human capital formation. So these are the 5 points regarding the sources of human capital formation. Then we have human capital and economic growth. We have to relate both of them, human capital with economic growth. So first we have to know that uneducated person become a liability for the economy, whereas educated person become an asset for the economy. So if there is an increase in real national income of a country, indicate the economic progress. So first we have to know what is real national income. So real GDP is the per capita measurement of the total economic output of a country divided by its total number of people. Adjacent we have to take inflation also. We have to adjust the inflation. So it is used to compare the standard of living between countries and other. So in terms of PPP 2018, India have 7,680 rupees average real per capita incomes in 2018. So along with education, health is also a very important factor for economic growth. A healthy person could provide uninterrupted labor services for a long period of time. जो healthy person है वो अपने जॉब के प्रति जस्टिफाई कर पाएगा, वो टाइमली जाएगा और अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन देगा. बट अनहेल्थी पर्सन बिकम अ liability for the economy. That's why there are many factors like education, health, on-job training, market information and migration, which increases the income generation capacity to improve the quality of life. So in this human capital and economic growth, the first point is enhance of productivity of human capital. कि ह्यूमन कैपिटल की प्रोडक्टिविटी को इन्हांस किया जाए, मीन्स अपग्रेडेड किया जाए. तो ह्यूमन कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन राइजेस द प्रोडक्टिविटी एंड प्रोडक्शन एज अ स्किल्ड एंड एफिशिएंट वर्कर मस्ट बेटर यूज ऑफ गिवन रिसोर्सेज. technical skill can be acquired only by means of education, training and sound health of a people. So अगर हमको उसको टेक्निकल स्किल प्रोवाइड करनी है तो उसके लिए उसको ट्रेनिंग देनी होगी, एजुकेशन और उसकी हेल्थ, दैट इज़ ऑल्सो एन इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्टर. सो इन्वेस्टमेंट इन ह्यूमन कैपिटल. ह्यूमन कैपिटल में इन्वेस्टमेंट कैसे किया जाए? कैपिटल produce such as skill of expertise which increase their productivity, which is essential for economic growth. Second point, efficient use of physical capital. Physical capital, you all know, the machinery and tools that is used during the production process. So the physical capital formation depend extensively on the human capital formation. Physical capital किस पे डिपेंड करता है? ह्यूमन कैपिटल पे, क्योंकि ह्यूमन कैपिटल ही मशीनरी टूल्स का बेस्ट यूटिलाइज कर सकता है. सो द फिजिकल कैपिटल कैन बी यूटिलाइज इफेक्टिवली ओनली बाय स्किल्ड एंड इंटेलिजेंट वर्कर्स. द ह्यूमन कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन raises productivity of physical capital which is desired for economic growth. Then we have the third point, innovation and technological improvement. Innovations means technological upgradation is important for structural changes. So the human capital formation not only increase the productivity of human resource but also increase the innovation and creative ability to absorb the new technology. जिनको न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन कैसे पता लगेगी, तो उनको अपग्रेड करना पड़ेगा अपना स्किल्स, है ना, नई टेक्नोलॉजी से फेमिलियर होना पड़ेगा. So education provide knowledge to understand change in society and scientific advancement. And the availability of educated labor force facilitate adaptation of new technology. अगर हमारी इकोनॉमी में एजुकेटेड लेबर होंगे, टेक्निकली स्किल्ड लेबर होंगे, तो वो बहुत ईजिली नई टेक्नोलॉजी को अडॉप्ट कर पाएंगे. तो ह्यूमन कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन प्रमोट्स इनोवेशन and discoveries to develop the economy. Fourth point, key role in developing strategies. So human resource develop, as we have already given under the 7th 5-year plan, human resource development has necessary to be assigned a key role in any development strategy, particularly in a country with a large population.